Bhogi Rogvayam Kule Chutibhayam Vitti Nirpaladbhayam Mane Dvainyabhayam Bale Ripubhayam Rupe Janayabhayam Shastre Vadibhayam Gune Khalavayam Kaye Kritantadbhavan Bhayam Sarvavastu Bhayannitam Bhuvi Niram Vairaggameva Bhayam. From the Bhartirihari Vairagya Shatakam. In enjoyment, there is the fear of disease. In social position, the fear of falling off. In wealth, the fear of hostile king. In honor, the fear of humiliation. In power, the fear of foemen. In beauty, the fear of old age. In scholarship, the fear of opponents. In virtue, the fear of scandal. In body, the fear of death. In this life, everything of this world pertaining to human beings is fraught with fear. Renunciation alone makes one fearless. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. This morning our subject is the world, a mansion of mirth. In ancient time, the sages of Vedanta saw this vast universe and explored the cause of this universe, the origin of this universe. They saw human beings. They inquired, who are they? In the first verse of the Chetanananda Upanishad we find, King Karanam Brahma Kutosma Jata Jivema Ka Kena Kvacha Sampratishtha. Every creation, there must be a creator. It cannot be otherwise. Here is a chair. It must be created. There must be a creator. So whatever we see in this world, there is a creator. So they saw this vast universe, beautiful mountain, ocean, trees, plants, human beings. Who is the creator? Sun, moon, there must be a creator. So they are exploring. Whence are we born? By what do you live? What do you go after death? Who is responsible for your happiness and misery? We want to know these things. These are the vital questions of human life. The 2 pages of the book of life are missing. We do not know where we come from. We do not know where shall we go. It is religion which helps us to unveil those 2 missing pages. We want to know. Look at the children. From the very beginning of their lives, they ask questions to their parents. How, why, when, where, what. It is very natural for human beings to ask these questions. That is the reason we, according to Vedantic tradition, we have 4 kinds of guru. First is Shiksha Guru, the guru which teaches. Do you know who is the first guru? Mother. Mother teaches the children, father, relatives. They are Shiksha Guru. Then Vidya Guru. We go to school, college, they give education. They are our teachers, Guru. Then Shiksha Guru. When we take initiation, Guru initiates. Then Jagat Guru, the world teacher. The sages, the yogis, they learn everything from nature. Nature. I'm just telling that how we get the knowledge. So through meditation, the sages found the answers. It is Brahman endowed with Maya power. It is the creator, preserver and destroyer of this universe. Maya power. Pure consciousness cannot create. Pure gold cannot make an ornament. You will have to add alloy, otherwise gold is very soft. You need some alloy, then it becomes strong. So we need Maya, ignorance, and this consciousness mixed together is responsible for this whole universe. The Upanishad gave another title to God, Jalavanisha. Do you know Jalavan means magician? This whole world is this magical power. Through magical power, he created this universe. I remember when I was in college, I went to see P.C. Sharkar's magic. My goodness, it is so overwhelming, I cannot tell you. Magic. It shows something which is not real. I sometimes tell that story, how Maya works. He put a girl in a box, wooden box, and took a chainsaw and just cut in two pieces and removed the box. See. Then within a few minutes, the girl comes from the back. Hi, I am here. You paid $50 to buying a ticket to see that thing. You know that girl will not be cut. Still you paid $50. That is Maya. Through these three gunas, he created. The Upanishad tells us, Sarvam Khalvi Idam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. Everything you see, it is nothing but consciousness. From that consciousness, this whole human beings evolve. In consciousness, it remains, it stays, and in consciousness, it merges. That the Upanishad says that. Yato va imani bhutani jayanti, jena jatani jivanti, yat prayanta visham vishanti, tad brahma. How does he create? There is another mantra in the Munjaka Upanishad. Yaturna navi srijati grinnati cha jata pritibhyam osadaya sambhavanti yata purushat kesha lumani tata sambhavati vishvam. Spider. In the corner of your room you can see a cobweb. Who created? The spider. From where? What are the ingredients? From its own body. Similarly, the God created this whole universe from his own system, own body. Then they give two more examples. The vegetables, corns, all this food grow in this world spontaneously. You grow nail and hair. Do you make any effort? No. The nail and hair, they grow spontaneously in human system. From this Brahman, this whole universe evolved just spontaneously. You know, sometimes we wonder that 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, how our sages saw this universe and how it was created. What it means? It means Brahman is the material and the efficient cause of the universe. Two technical words. Material cause, efficient cause. Here is a potter. and here is the wheel, and here is the clay on the top of the wheel. The wheel is rotating, and the potter is thinking, today I shall make cups. Immediately his hand goes like this. Today I shall make plates. Immediately it makes like this. Today I shall make pitcher. Today I shall make flower vase. Whatever comes to his mind, immediately his hand goes there and he makes the pots and pans. So the potter is the efficient cause and the clay is the material cause. So God, Brahman, Shagun Brahman is both the material cause and the efficient cause of this universe. Then the logicians, the Nayayikas, they come and they say, no, this world was created from atoms. Onu, Paramanu, Trashanu, that is their philosophy. Millions, trillions, billions of atoms, this whole world. That is called Arambhavad. Another school says, no, this world came from God. God transformed himself. For example, yogurt. Milk was transformed into yogurt. That is their example. Parinam, effect. Vedanta, non-dualistic Vedanta says, Vivartavad. The world is not created, it is a show. It is not absolutely real, relatively real. Example, there is in the dark, in the corner of your room, there is a rope. But you are projecting that there must be a snake. Actually, it is a rope. The moment light comes, you see the rope as a rope. The view, the knowledge of the rope, the snake goes away. So the moment you get the knowledge of Brahman, God, you see what the world is. It is consciousness. It is the mansion of mirth. It is amazing this, how these things come. There sometimes I explain these two words to you, Ashat, Mitha. Ashat means it does not exist and you cannot see. Example, horn of a man. Human beings do not have any horn. We do not see. But we know horn, we know man. But Mitha means the thing which does not exist but you can see. Example, mirage. When the sun reflects on the sand, you may think there is water. Actually, there is no water. Or when the sun reflects on the mother of pearl near the seashore, you think it is glittering like silver. It is not silver. This illusion comes. That is Maya. So this whole world is that reflection. We sometimes use the word real. Do you know what real means? Real means the thing which exists in the past, present, and future. There is nothing in this world you find existed past, present, and future. Real. Your body proves whether this world is real or not. Once a jackal was carried away by the stream, and the jackal was shouting, "The world is drowning, the world is drowning." A philosopher was taking bath, he rescued the jackal and asked, "Why are you shouting that the world is drowning?" The jackal said, "Well, if I am drowned, the whole world is drowned. My body is the world. So each human body is his or her own world." That is true. There is one philosopher, Madhusudan Saraswati. He wrote a book, Advaita Siddhi. There he gave, I think, 25 or 20 reasons that this world is not real. Let me tell you a few things, then you will understand what I mean. First he says, Drishyatvat, the thing which you see that is not real. Second, Angshatvat, the thing which has a part is not real. Parichinnatvat, the thing which has limitation has no reality. Jadatva, the thing which is matter is not real. Now, what happened? My stomach ache, my headache, my poverty, my all the physical and other problems, are they real or not? That is the next question. They are real. When I am hungry, it is real, but it is not absolute real. So, Vedanta Upanishad says, Satyasya Satyam. It is the truth of the truth of the truth. Your old age, your disease, this is true, but it is not absolutely true. Then, next question. As you see, this world is not real. The duality is not real. Then what about the Guru and the mantra? They are not real. That is true. From the absolute point, they are real. But I made a couple of examples. The unreal Guru, through unreal mantra, can remove the unreal ignorance of the unreal disciple. The unreal doctor, through unreal medicine, can remove the unreal disease of the unreal patient. All are unreal. Sometimes, do you know what? We break a brick by a brick. So, ignorance, Maya, has two departments, Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. So, Vidya Maya can knock out Avidya Maya. You know how does it work? There is a chair. My buddhi, my intellect, my mind goes through the senses and says it is a chair. Do you know who going to the chair? Two things. My intellect, my knowledge of the chair is there, and consciousness, Chidabhash, that is there. Do you know what does it do? The intellect destroys the ignorance of the chair. It is chair. I have firm conviction it is chair, because I have the knowledge of the chair. So ignorance, mind, intellect destroys the ignorance of the chair, and it is the Atman, consciousness, manifests the chair. So all this knowledge you are getting in this world, this is the process. It is the Atman, consciousness, manifests everything. Buddhi is jod, mind is joda. It is not conscious, it is matter, but reflected consciousness. Very interesting, that is the way Vedanta works. The person who is ignorant, dukkham agam, this world is full of misery for them. The person who has knowledge, this world is very blissful to them. The person who is blind, the world is dark. The person who is eyes, the world is visible, full of light. To me, this world is a vacation village or holiday inn. We are here on a very temporary basis, maybe 100 years. But compared to the infinite time, 100 years is nothing. In the Old Testament, when we read the book of Job, he was blaming God that he took away my wife, my children, my money, my everything, and gave this horrible disease. What is this? Don't judge me, forbear. So, blessed came I from the mother's womb, naked came from my mother's womb, naked shall I return thither. We came alone, we shall go alone. No husband, no wife will go with you. We know the truth. That is the way this world has been set up. So what will go with us? Yajnavalkya said to Janaka, Vidya, Karma, Purva, Prajna. When you will die, these three things will go with you. Vidya, knowledge. Whatever knowledge you gathered in this life, they will go with you. Second, karma, good and bad. Whatever, they will go with you. Purva prajna, samskar. Your previous, all the impressions of the mind, they will go with you. I remember in our village there was a baul singer. In the evening he used to sing a song. Ori din to galo, sondha holo, par kore naam amare. Oh Lord, the day is gone, the evening has come. Please help me to cross this ocean of Maya. I have no money to pay the ferryman. Oh Lord, you please help me. In the Bhartiriri Vairagya Shatakam, we find a beautiful analysis of human life. Do you know what? Suppose you will live 100 years. 50 years of your lifetime will be on bed. Your sleep, rest, disease, all these things, 50% of the average lifetime of a human being will be in bed. 25% childhood and old age. 25 years of your lifetime will be active field and whatever you do, and shock, tap, grief, misery, all these things we go through. So Bhartirari says this, Soikham kuta praninam. What is the happiness of human beings? This is a beautiful word. Soikham kuta praninam. What happiness can there be for mortals in a life which is more uncertain than the ripples on the surface of water? Sometimes we find two groups of people in this world, pessimists and optimists. The pessimists are slow, lethargic, procrastinator, extremely negative. Their minds are full of suspicion and doubt, very complicated souls. The optimists, just the reverse. People avoid the pessimist people. Do you know why? It's just boring. Anything you say negative, negative, negative. It is hard to live with this kind of people. But the reason when we find some joy, happiness, we go there and just enjoy. I remember there was one monk in Hollywood, in our monastery. He is always very gloomy, grouchy face. We used to call him Chirapunjir Meg. Chirapunji is the northeast part of India, where average rainfall is 500 inches a year. That is the best areas for the tea plantation. So that cloud is so dark. Well, his face just like a cloud, that cloud. Very funny. Sometimes people become pessimist or optimist. Sometimes from situation. I knew a woman in Los Angeles. She was in German concentration camp. And she showed me her number. Luckily, her life was saved. Whenever I would ask, how are you, Swami? Not good. Always so much pessimistic outlook about her life. From the depression came from the German concentration camp. Another person I met, that also in Hollywood, he had a press. He took the job of his own press. Well, I am the manager. Whole income, bachelor, he used to give to Vedanta Society of Hollywood. Died from lung cancer. In 1977, I went to see him in the hospital. Body swelled, all these machines on him. How are you? He nodded, I'm all right. Do you think about Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother? I was so impressed. That person was dying thinking of Sri Ramakrishna. Very optimistic. I have never seen another person like him. That a person is dying, but his mind is in God. So our teaching in Vedanta, half full, half empty. You can see both ways, a glass half full. Take the half full side, not the half empty side. The world is a training ground. We are here getting all kinds of lessons. Some people learn from hearing, some people learn through seeing, and some people learn through suffering. We are continuously learning in this world. Even our mistakes are great teachers. A fallen yogi is also a great teacher. He is teaching us, don't follow me, you will fall. Swami Vivekananda said this word, I shall read to you. This world is neither good nor bad nor evil. Each man manufactures a world for himself. If a blind man thinks of the world, it is either as soft or hard, or as cold or hot. We are a mass of happiness or misery. We have seen that hundreds of times in our lives. As a rule, the young are optimistic and the old pessimistic. The young have life before them. The old complain that their day is gone. Hundreds of desires which they cannot fulfill struggle in their hearts. Both are foolish, nevertheless. Life is good or evil according to the state of mind in which we look at it. In itself, it is neither. Fire in itself is neither good nor evil. When it keeps us warm, we say, how beautiful fire is. When it burns our fingers, we blame it. Still, in itself, it is neither good nor bad. According as we use it, it produces in us the feeling of good or bad. So also is this world. It is perfect. By perfection is meant that it is perfectly fitted to meet its ends. We may all be perfectly sure that it will go on beautifully without us, and we need not bother our heads wishing to help it. Do you know how do I look at it? Fire. Fire cooks food for your hungry stomach. The same fire can burn your house or burn your child. Fire is not responsible. That Ramprasad song we read, Dosh karo noigo ma shama, ami swakato sholile jube morima. No one to blame, mother, I am drowned in the well which was dug by me. We must be responsible. The world is a stage. We are all acting. Those who act well, an expert dancer never blames the stage. But a bad dancer, if he cannot perform well, blame the stage. That is very common in this world. We find those who are weak, they always blame others. The nature of the people is to always blame others. They do not want to face the problem, run away, blaming others. Swamiji said, here is another thing to learn. We cannot possibly conquer all the objective environments. We cannot. The little fish wants to fly from its enemies in the water. How does it do so? By evolving wings and becoming a bird. The fish did not change the water or the air. The change was in itself. Change is always subjective. All through evolution, you find that the conquest of nature comes by change in the subject. Apply this to religion and morality, and you will find that the conquest of evil comes by the change in the subjective alone. That is how the Advaita system gets its whole force, on the subjective side of man. To talk of evil and misery is nonsense, because they do not exist outside. When I read this passage, do you know what I saw? In 1983, I was in Catalina Island. It is 26 miles away from the Los Angeles, inside the Pacific Ocean. It is one of the beautiful places I saw in this country. It is so beautiful. Maybe 3,000-4,000 people are there. The other side is the American base. They do all kinds of experiments of bombing and there. Anyhow, There I saw flying fish. Actually, fish is flying. Through the evolutionary process, the fish saw that many killer whales want to swallow them, kill them. So they wanted to survive. The fish cannot change the mind of the killer whale that you practice ahimsa, non-violence. Follow Gandhi's method. It doesn't work. And the fish cannot change the water also. So if it wants to survive, it must learn how to fly. When it sees the killer whale, it goes and flies. And when the whale goes away, again it goes to the ocean. So whole change is in the subject. The fish cannot change the water, fish cannot change the killer whale's mind. So we must change ourselves. When I am good, ham bhalo to jagat bhalo. If I am good, world is good. If I am bad, world is bad. Which is all projections. How you project yourself. Change. I sometimes ask people to watch that the power of the words. Change the word, change the world. Human dealings, if I smile, greet you, you feel that I am a very good person, one person. If I frown you and you say good morning, I do not answer, oh, that person is rude. Which is all communicating things in this human plane, how you are projecting. So this man, I think I told you this story, that a blind man was seated by the sidewalk. There is a can in front of him, and there is a board, I am blind, please help. Many people passing through that sidewalk, someone trying to maybe threw 1 or 2 coins. Then one day one girl was passing, and she stopped, and she took the board and wrote the other side with a marker. This world is so beautiful, but I cannot see. And she put the sign the opposite, and they turned the side. And the blind man touched his shoe and remembered that who she was, and immediately found that so many people are continuously dropping coins in her can. The can was full. In the afternoon, when the girl was returning home from the work, she stopped. That man again touched his feet and recognized the same girl. What did you do? I just changed the word, that's all. I just changed the word. I am blind, please help. And she changed, the world is so beautiful, but I cannot see. That melted the hearts of people, and they gave money. I'm just telling you, how we can change the world. Through our behavior, through our words. Holy Mother said, if you want peace in this world, don't see fault in others. Rather, see your own faults. This world, nobody is a stranger, my child. The whole world is your own. Make whole world is your own. That was the last message of Holy Mother. Peace of mind. Our problem, I think that everybody should be like me. You think that everybody should be like you. The husband thinks my wife should be like me, and wife thinks the husband should be like me. Mentally, not physically, anyhow. So, we want to change, you see. Then there will be no friction. No friction. But that will never happen. Each person comes to this world with his or her own karma, own samskaras, impressions of the past lives. You cannot change, only he can change. I can change myself, you can change yourself. But do you know what is the secret? Parents, if they create a good atmosphere in the house, their children will imbibe all this goodness and they will thrive. In a monastery, you come here, we try to create a spiritual atmosphere here. No politics, no gossip, no commercialism, no fight, no power struggle. People come and feel that this place is very good, spiritual, helpful. Swami, could I sit and meditate in your shrine? Just see, people come. We do not invite, people come. So, main thing is this, we'll have to create an atmosphere in our home. I sometimes say, buy some good books, good things, take to the good. Oh, Swami, they will learn. When they learn, when they're young, you cannot train them. Nurse the baby, protect the child, free the adult. From the very beginning, if you do not train your children, they will never be trained. In the home, women should be treated with love, with respect. Yatra narjastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha Manu Sanghita. Manu says, the giver of Hindu law. Where the women are adored, respected, God dances with joy in that family. Ramante tatra devataha. Our women are neglected, persecuted, ill-treated, abused physically. Zero peace in that home. That house is a hell, living hell. One person can destroy the whole peace of the family. Husband comes with drunk, beating his wife, or wife is unfaithful. They can destroy the peace of house in no time. I sometimes say, before you start with spiritual life, build an atmosphere in your house. It is very, very important. Otherwise, you come to the temple, I want samadhi. It doesn't work that way. Create an atmosphere at home. Then your home will be a mansion of mirth. Swami Vivekananda was asking Mrs. Wyckoff, Lolita, Madam, how is your marriage? Swami, my marriage was a very happy marriage. Madam, I am so glad that at least I have heard the one person who said my marriage was very happy. Then Swamiji made a remark, do you know what? Marriage life is a great renunciation. The renunciation of unchastity. Some of the words of Swamiji are so beautiful. How to make this world beautiful? We have come to this world for joy and not for misery, worry, anxiety, quarrel, fight, harboring jealousy and hatred. Imbibed good qualities in life. Swami Balananda Brahmachari, a great mystic, told a story. He was in the Himalayas. His disciple smelled a red flower and immediately he became sick. It is a poisonous flower. Sometimes in Himalayan region, some flowers are not very good. So he smelled, his eyes became red, his face swelled, and he was dizzy. Then the Balananda Brahmachari asked the hill people, could you tell me the cause? Oh, Kalkut. That flower is a poisonous flower that your disciple smelled. Tell me the antidote. He must eat something sour. Then it will counteract. Some yogurt or something. So he had some tamarind in his bag. So he made some tamarind and made some solution with water and fed the disciples and saved. He was telling that there I saw some bees are also taking honey from that poisonous flower. So when the people would come to him and say, give me an advice, Madhumakshika ban jao. Be like a bee, honey bee. Be like a honey bee. What? The mokshika, the honey bee, goes and collects honey from various kinds of flowers, good, bad, poisonous. But when they bring everything in the honeycomb, it is honey, sweet honey, that we enjoy. Then he said, look, watch the honey. First, they collect honey, unselfishly give to human beings. We go and break the honeycomb and take all the honey from the bees. They are so unselfish. They are supporting us. Second, see their adhavasha, persevering. They are always active. Bees are always active. So, be always active. Third, how they live together. Suppose you have seen the honeycomb, that honey, that mochak. You will see that thousands and thousands of honeys, they are living together, squeezing themselves, sticking with that honeycomb. How they live together without fight, without quarrel, without jealousy and friction. These are the lessons you must learn from the bees. I'm just telling you how to make this world a mansion of mirth. Follow the honey, bees. Then he mentioned, that learn forgiveness from Vasishtha, self-sacrifice from Dodichi, determination like Bhishma, compassion like King Bharata, knowledge like Shuka, devotion like Narada. He says these are the great sages that demonstrated these great qualities. Imbibe those qualities from them. Then your life will be happy and you will make others happy. Everything is in your hand. Swamiji, in the song of the Sannyasin, he sang, where seekest thou that world not that can give? In books and temples, vain thy search, thine own is the hand that holds the ropes, that drags thee on, then cease lament, let go thy hold, Sannyasin bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. The steering of your car is in your hand. If you are drunk, you can kill somebody, you can kill yourself. Everything is in your hand. So you can make your life joyful, blissful, you can make your life miserable. You can make your home hell. Now I shall tell you the story behind that mansion of mirth. There was a poet, Rishi poet, Ram Prasad. He was a mystic, a great devotee of Kali. He composed a song extemporaneously, a sangsar dhukar tati. O bhai, Ananda Bajare Luchi. That is the song. The meaning, the world is a framework of illusion. Oh brother, let us have fun and frivolities in this blissful market. It is a long esoteric song. I also do not understand some of those words. But Sri Ramakrishna mentioned there was another poet. He was opponent to Ram Prasad. He was a devotee of Krishna. So whatever Ram Prasad composes, he makes parody, that he makes something opposite. So he composed a sangsar majar kuchi, rosher kuchi, heta khai dayar majaluchi. This world is a mansion of mirth, mansion of felicity and joy. Here we enjoy food and have fun and frivolities. So what he said, this man said just the opposite. Sri Ramakrishna quite often sang this song, not this way, but more some words which I am going to read to you. This world is a mansion of mirth. Here I can eat here drink and make merry. Janaka's might was unsurpassed. Why did he lack of the wonder or the spirit? Holding to one as well as to the other, he drank his milk from a brimming cup. It is in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, page 139. The Bengali is, "A sangsar majar kuchi, ami khai dayar majaluchi, ore buddhi nahiko buddhi bujish kebol motamuchi, janok raja mahateja, তার কিসের ছিল ত্রুটি সে এদিক ওদিক দুদিক থেকে খেয়েছিলেন দুধের বাটি." Do you know what that means? I gave you the translation. Actually, in one he was a king and at the same time Nora Brahman, full of knowledge but extremely active. He managed his whole kingdom. At the same time, he is a Nora Brahman. So how can a person can do both things together? That Sri Ramakrishna told the householders, Keshav Chandra Sen, that he was talking. One can realize God and at the same time enjoy this world. King Janaka led that kind of life. Ramprasad described the world as a mere framework of illusion. But if one loves God, then this world is a mansion of mirth. It is in the Gospel. Mansion of mirth. Do you know what is the philosophy? Philosophy is, after knowing God, if you come to this world and enjoy, it would be a mansion of mirth. First have devotion for love for God. Then live in this world. Nitya theke lila. First lila theke nitya. From the relative world, go to the absolute, realize God, then come back. Then this world will be mojar kuchi, mansion of mirth. Not before. Because this duality will shake you. Happiness, misery. Happiness, misery. As I sometimes say, Swamiji says, the pendulum of the clock must swing. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Happiness, misery. Happiness, misery. All these human beings, you see, they are rotating, they are moving these two places. But when you realize God, your mind is above this duality. Then come back, this duality will not bother you. Happiness, misery will be unaffected. You will be unaffected. Kimitsan koisya kamayor atmanam ched bijaniyat vayamasmi iti purusha. Kimitsan koisya kamayor shariramunu sanjaret. When you know the Atman, realize the Atman, then the grief, misery, suffering, nothing will disturb you. You will float above. That Sri Ramakrishna says, from a Vijnani, this world is a mojar kuchi. He gave another example, Basha Pakoldiya. A monk was seeing the city, visiting the city. He put his luggage in a place and then was seeing the city. Another monk has a luggage on his back and then this monk says, "Are, pahle Basha Pakoldiya. First take a residence and put your luggage there, then enjoy this city. Otherwise, you have a heavy baggage on your head and you are seeing the museum, it doesn't look good. And you will not enjoy either. Heavy burden on your head. So first put the thing in a proper place and then come enjoy the city." So Sri Ramakrishna says, Janak Raja, he has two swords in his hand, Jnana and Karma. And he played very well. We really want to enjoy this world, but the world is enjoying us. There is no end of human duty. Duty, duty, duty. It's just like a scorching sun, Swamiji said. Then he told a beautiful story in the Karma Yoga. This world is a dog's cuddly tail. The story is long, I shall tell you the four aphorisms of dog's cuddly tail. First aphorism, the world is a dog's cuddly tail. Second, we are going to straighten it out. Third, we shall definitely fail. Fourth, while trying to do so, we will be straightened out. While trying to do good to others, we are doing good to ourselves. Then comes worries and anxieties. That is our problem. In Panchadoshi, Vidyaranya Muni says, Jad abhavi na tad bhavi, jad bhavi tad bhavi. Bhavi chet tad vanyatha, iti chinta vishugnu vayam bodha phromo nimartaka. What will happen? That will happen. What will not happen? That will never happen. So why are you suffering from worries and anxieties? It is like poison. It is poisoning your mind, your heart. Just forget it. Your karma will go through your body. But that Sri Ramakrishna told this technique. Deho jane yar mon jane, dukkha jane, mon tumi anande thako. Let the body and the suffering take care of themselves. Oh my mind, you dwell in bliss. That technique we will have to learn. That comes from love for God, meditation on God. We have come this world to enjoy the mangoes, not to count the leaves and the trees and the plants. Enjoy the mango. That's Sri Ramakrishna said. Of course, share with somebody, otherwise you will be selfish. And be unattached. When you go to a museum, what do you see? Do not touch. The moment you touch, you will be thrown out. I was in trouble in Austria in 1990. I was in a museum, I was taking some pictures. You can take the pictures, but no flash. But my camera had automatic flash. Flash came, then guard came and then my guide explained that I am a foreigner, I do not know things, he automatically came. Then he let me go. I have a German guide with me. Do not touch, enjoy, see. Swamiji made a beautiful remark. You are an artist. You want to sell your picture, and I am the buyer. Your mind is how much more money I can get from the picture, and my mind how much less I shall give to you. And she is watching the picture. She does not want to buy, she is not the owner either. She enjoys the picture. But you and me, we do not enjoy, we do not have any peace. Our mind is on money. So try to see the world this way. Just see. Don't be attached. It is easy to say, but we get attached very quickly. Love everybody without any expectation. Real love makes us unattached. Have everything, but don't take the ownership. Swamiji gave a very beautiful instruction. Enjoy through renunciation. There is evil in the world. Give up the world. That is the great teaching. And no doubt the only teaching, give up the world. There cannot be two opinions that to understand the truth, every one of us has to give up error. There cannot be two opinions that every one of us, in order to have good, must give up evil. There cannot be two opinions that every one of us to have life must give up what is death. And yet, what remains to us is the theory of involves giving up the life of the senses, life as we know it. And what else do we mean by life? If we give this up, what remains? Swamiji was talking about that cover everything, Ishabhai Samidam, cover everything with God consciousness. We read in the commencement of one of the oldest of the Upanishads, whatever exists in this world is to be covered with the Lord. We have to cover everything with the Lord Himself, not by a false sort of optimism, not by blinding our eyes to the evil, but by really seeing God in everything. Thus, we have to give up the world. And when the world is given up, what remains? God. What is meant? You can have your wife. It does not mean that you are to abandon her, but that you are to see God in the wife. Give up your children. What does it mean? To turn them out of doors, and as some human brutes do in every country? Certainly not. That is diabolism. It is not religion, but see God in your children. So in everything, in life and in death, in happiness and misery, the Lord is equally present. The whole world is full of the Lord. Open your eyes and see Him. That is a beautiful teaching of Vedanta. How we can make this world beautiful? You see, the Franciscan monks, they have a rule. The day you are gloomy, grouchy, you should not come out from your room. Close your room and stay there. You have no right to see your bad side to the world. See your smiling side, beautiful side. Just like Robin Williams made everybody happy, and he was miserable. I think I told you that story, that one comedian went to a psychiatrist and many doctors. Nobody could cure him. Then one psychiatrist told him, I know your medicine. You must go to such and such comedian, he will make you laugh. Laughter is a good medicine for this mental problem. He went, but he said, I am that comedian. So, we want to make this world mansion of mirth. We shall have to change ourselves and try to see God in everything, in every being. Love people, serve people. That is the only way. Thank you. Madhubatarithayate madhuksharanti sindhavaham madvirna santoshadhe madhunaktam utoshasi madhumat parthivagum rajaham madhudaurastu na pitam madhumanno vanaspatir madhumagumastu suryaham madvirgabo bhavantuna Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the winds blow sweetly. May the rivers flow sweetly. May trees and plants be sweet to us. May days and nights be sweet to us. May the dust of the earth be sweet to us. May the heaven that protects us be sweet to us. May the sun shine on us sweetly. May the cows yield us sweet milk. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be blissful. Om, peace, peace, peace be untold.